Let's see if we can't do something about my boredom.
Well, look at that. We're back on the overworld map that we have to cross. The overworld map. And we'll get right back to that. But first of all, we need to pop back in here to the firepower ship, son. See how Sid's holding up. Hey, buddy. You doing okay? Well, it's not technically your fault, but I mean, you kind of sort of facilitated the destruction of the world in your mad ambition to amplify the crystal's power. But I mean, who amongst us hasn't done that before, son? That's part of growing up, son. You think there hasn't been an episode of Full House about Stephanie trying to extract power from the crystals and they blow up? And then Uncle Joey did like a silly voice. Wait, Uncle Joey? No, Uncle Jesse. He played like a rock song about it. Well, enough about Full House. Look, hey guys, your town's not on fire anymore. Isn't that a good thing? This old man's like, no, we liked our town when it was on fire, damn it. You kids these days are spoiled. Without third-degree burns. Yeah, Sid's pulled quite the boner. Oh yeah, the wall that was stopping people from the library from coming up here and telling you all that you're going to blow the crystal up is gone. So we can continue on our journey. Nothing bad happened. The Chancellor. Oh yeah, I guess the castle blew up, so they can't really hang out there anymore. So the Queen's upstairs, delirious. At least you got these soldiers to keep you company. They're just wondering why nobody's allowed to sleep in that other bed that you can't get to in any way. The Queen has been delirious. The darkness. She's attacking the darkness, son. You need to teach the Queen magic missile, son. Or at least read her like an inspired story. Any of y'all know The Princess Bride? Preferably you have a VHS copy and you can roll one of them TV carts in here. Like from a 90s school. Son. Okay. Oh, I've already talked to you. I'm trying to talk to this green-haired lady. Oh no, I have talked to you too. What about you, buddy? Oh, I've already seen the Queen. That's old news, son. You need to step your game up, your gossip game. Son, your job as a Final Fantasy NPC is to have that juicy goss, son. Sid's grandson, Mid? That's what they named his grandson? Boys, talk about not understanding how language is going to change, son. They pulled quite the boner. Not since the Joker pulled on Batman's boner. Or, no, I got that backwards. Seems I'm the one who didn't understand language. Yeah, Jackal, I've heard of that place. I don't know if I'll ever go there, though. It's real far away. Son. The fire's getting weaker. That's the thing I don't understand. Does, like, fire just not work as good now that the crystal blew up? Like, did physics change? My ludonarrative dissonance, boys. Alright, well, okay, yes, that's fine. We have to go console Sid up here in the depressed guy room. The Infernal Machine. I think Indiana Jones versus one of them once. Boys, we got to cheer you up. I need an airship, okay? When I play a Final Fantasy game and run into a guy named Sid, I expect an airship. Damn it. Or at least a bunch of magicite. I need to feed you a bunch of fish so I can get a cool raft and go searching for friends. All right. So they could still make good weapons and armor, but they're not as cheap anymore, son. They lost that free energy. It's technically a Final Fantasy IX reference. Yeah, I'd say things are a little bit more pricey. Give me another flame rod. Still got 4 of these. A couple thunder rods. In case Thunder Rod Sid shows up, son, it'd be real embarrassing otherwise. The armor shop. I don't think we need any other things from here, right? I think we stocked up pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. And then there's the new guy. What do you sell? A mithril, what is that, like a stick with like a blade on the end of it? I don't even know what you would call a weapon like that, much less what kind of job class would equip it. Kunai, that's a fancy way of saying dagger. And then whips and diamond bells. Good for you, buddy, good for you. Okay, before we leave, now that the town's not on fire, we can go up here and get some of our free stuff that's laying around. So much of my stuff is spread around the world for me to have. Ooh, Flame Rod was hanging up here. He's like, hell yeah. I went into a coma in the Earth Cave and waited 4 more Final Fantasies to wake up. Where's that vampire guy? Now, I don't know if there's a single vampire in Final Fantasy V. Rod's like, well then I'm gonna go back to sleep. Wake me up when you get to 7. Okay. Well, first and foremost, we need to look at our new jobs we got at the end of the last episode. So first of all, there's Shinobi. Some folks calls it a ninja. I calls it Shinobi. So they're really good. Imagine that. Final Fantasy where ninja is a good job class. They have the ability to throw weapons, including shuriken that's designed just to be thrown, and elemental scrolls that do good damage, especially if you equip a magic sub-ability to make your magic stat higher. Oh, and they can dual-wield weapons. Son, the full package. The Mystic. Did we get the Mystic in the last one or the one before? I can't remember. There's Time Mage. No, we had Time Mage as well. What the hell jobs did I get? Oh yeah, Beastmaster. They dress up like sheep and can control enemies and capture weakened enemies to unleash like a special attack. So they're really only useful to get their control command, which is their second ability they learn. It's kind of like the manipulate materia to you kids that have only played the cool Final Fantasies. And then there's Geomancer. Son, this Mylon secret castle looking asshole, based on the battlefield you're on, it has an Gaia ability that does different effects. And yeah, they can avoid pits. Some dungeons have pits you fall down and they avoid them, and they can avoid terrain damage from spikes and lava and such, but I wouldn't really recommend one all the time. They're very situational. So if I'm going to do damage based on what battlefield I'm currently on, I want a dancing Moogle to do it. Thank you. Well, anyway, how are we going to arrange this crowd? We need to get the control ability, so we need somebody to be leveling as a Beastmaster. I guess we'll make you a Beastmaster White Mage. They equip whips, which do full damage from the back row and have a chance to paralyze certain types of monsters, but I wouldn't really consider them a good weapon. They're just a weapon. Not even John Freeman, who was Gordon Freeman's brother, would care to have one, if that tells you something. Okay, let's see. You could probably stay a thief with learning. You're learning to be a better thief. That's the secret. That moon ring means she could stay in the back row and still do full damage, and that's a good thing. Lena. Summoner, we want to keep leveling. We also want to get her up to where she can cast blue magic, would be a good thing. Let's make you a blue mage with black magic, son. Blue-black. It's like a Magic the Gathering deck. The Bloomburrow set, I tend to make blue-black decks because that's where all the cool rats are, son. They hid all the cool rats in the blue-black deck. Like I wouldn't notice. Like you could slip a cool rat past me. Son, it ain't never been done. Alright, and silver armlets. Bart's Bobarts. We're gonna stop you right there. Let's see. I want to keep leveling him as a knight until he gets the two-handed ability. I think that's his next one he's going to get. So we'll make you a knight blue mage. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. And you can wear all my good gear. Oh yeah, the elf cape. Not only does it give you good stats and have good magic defense, but it gives you a chance to parry attacks with a cool animation where you like have a cloak like dodging a bull, like a bullfighter. Matador? Matador? That sounds about right. If any of you crowd habla the Espanol, you can let me know how accurate I am. All right, let's go to bed. Yeah, everybody's hyped. Everybody slept good. Galef's like, I didn't. I slept funny on my arm. Galef's like, I went to the doctor and said it hurts when I move my arm like this. So the doctor said, well, don't move your arm like that. I realized if Lena's a blue mage, you don't need learning because she has that built in. So we'll give you barehanded to make your melee better. Increase your melee. The thief way. All right, I think we're ready to go out and be plucky and adventurous. Here, let's move to the next slot. Like vanilla ice. All right, crossing the overworld map. Ain't nothing to it. Well, unless monsters try to kill you, I suppose. But what are the odds of that? What are the odds of that? Hit everyone with Blizzara. Dead. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just bebopping and a scatting across the overworld map, son. Nobody can break our stride. Oh, no, a desert. The zoo bird. Couldn't steal nothing. Let's hit you with some good magic. Era. It is the era of our discontent. It's not bad damage, I suppose. Could be, it might be gutter. Ow. When a zoo bird comes along, you must whip it. Oh, paralyzer. If only Master Betty were here to hit him with another paralyzer. Let's see how much better your boosted Blizzara does than that arrow spell. Much more damage. Feel swift. Standing up throwing roses, son. Clapping. What a nice battle we got in. All right. Now, I hope there's no bitching chimeras in this desert like we've been warned about. Any of you crowd play Final Fantasy VII know all about the bitching chimeras in the desert, son. And he might have a unique enemy skill. Well, not unique, but a handy enemy skill that we have to have. Hey, buddy. Yep. Already trying to kill the blue mage because he knows. Well, guess what? I can suck that HP out of you. Schwa. Well, at least a little bit of it. And you've got blue magic, so why don't you... Can he be flashed so that he hits less often? No, I guess not. I'll tell you what, you need to keep Lena alive until she can learn blue magic. Blue magics. There it is, Aqua Breath, a staple of blue magic. And it does big damage. Hopefully we can survive the fight. Suck the HP. In fact, you could do the same thing. And then Galef can throw big cures. Big cures, Galef. Miss me with that shit. I've got a piece of metal I hold in front of me that stops your attacks. Dead in their tracks. Don't tell Hidetaka Miyazaki. He'll get so mad he'll make Bloodborne 2. You're like, oh my god, somebody tell him. I need more Bloodborne. I need my Soul series to have Devil May Cry bullshit. Elden Ring wasn't bad enough. Now, he has a rare steel that I want, but because this is Final Fantasy V, I'll never be allowed to have it. I'll never be allowed to have it. Not that I'm bitter. Additional Aqua Breath. You think you're somebody. You think you're people. He thinks he's people. Dead. Learned Aqua Breath. So Aqua Breath is nice because it hits all enemies for pretty good damage. It's not elemental. You would think it would be water elemental, but it's not somehow. And against desert enemies, it does a lot more damage. Unfortunately, the Dome Chimera, I think that's what the DH stands for, doesn't actually count as a desert enemy, even though he only existed in the desert. So you explain it to me. He gives you 3 ability points every time you beat him. That's a good thing. The only problem is he tends to beat you up with his Aqua Breaths and such. Aqua Breaths and such. I kind of want to get that rare steel, even though I wouldn't really be able to use it right now. It's just the fact that it's there makes me want to have it. Once again, just like the Game Chasers, I knew I had to have it. The moment I read about his rare steel on the ancient text, I knew I had to have it. We'll be alright as long as he doesn't spam Aqua Breath. What would be the odds he'd do that? Oh, main gauche dagger. Let me parry that shit. Chop. Look at that, boys. Professional. We'll go one more time. Why not? Let's see. Is anyone close to... No. I can't even use the justification of, oh, hey, you know, they're almost got a new job class level. No. It's just fun to fight a monster over and over in classic JRPGs sometimes. Sometimes. We could try emulator shenanigans to get that rare steel, but it's not really that worth it yet. That'll come later, don't worry. Don't worry. Galef heals those who heal himself. I remember Beastmaster was one of the jobs you could unlock in Final Fantasy XI, and it was one of the only jobs that you could, like, technically solo all the way to max level. Because you could charm beasts. It's true. Look it up. I read it on the news. Tell you what, let's see how much more damage you do with the Era spell, even though you're a knight and you belong to lovers. Slightly more damage. Calm. So that works on certain enemies. It, like, I guess stops them temporarily. I don't know if you can hear it in my tone of voice, but I'm shrugging as I say that. All right, let's move on. We've got to advance the game state. Nothing to steal. I see. You know what? I feel like switching it up to fire. You crowd are fired. Oh no, your needles gave me cool sunglasses. How will I ever survive? Dead. Eventually we'll get a weapon that boosts wind damage, and we could use the Era spell instead. But today's not that day. Oh yeah. Cool sunglasses are forbidden. At the moment. Look, the Library of the Ancients. Have you seen this place? Have you heard about this place? Couldn't steal nothing. Alright, I know you're weak to Blizzara. Here's what we're going to do. The Mithril Dragon has a blue magic spell that we could potentially get by confusing him, but only if he uses it on Lena. I do love the animation of confuse, or he could hit himself. We didn't even get a chance to tell him to stop hitting himself. We got cheated. Once we gain the control ability, this will be much easier. Fine, I'll just kill you then. Since that's what you want. Swoosh. Zero damage. Whoosh again. Whoosh away the worries. Oh, I wanted your useless enemy skill that I'll never use. It's like most of the blue magic in this game is very situational, but you still have to have it. You have to have it. All right, before we go in here, what's our setup going to be? There are items I want to steal. The enemies in here are mostly weak to fire. So having Lena, the blue mage, with the fire staff is pretty damn good. Oh, we'll just keep this party. Why not? What could possibly go wrong? Well, you crowd look real worried to be in a library, probably because of this overbearing music that I assume is being diegetically pumped through the speakers. Basement's overrun by monsters. Oh, you like the Ghostbusters? Remember that scary ghost at the beginning of Ghostbusters? When I saw that movie as a kid, it terrified me of libraries. Mid is, yeah, once again, I don't think they had high prospects for them. The moment the kid was born, Sid's son or daughter, whoever was the parent that had Mid, was like, yeah, I'm thinking this kid's not going to do much, son. I got just the name for him. Just the name for him. Old text. Why, you should be reading right now. Or I could save the world. You're like Chi-Chi from Dragon Ball. Possessed by monsters. Crystals used to be more powerful. That's why Sid got the idea to hook a damn jumper cables up to him, son. Trying to get his El Camino working. Everyone's always talking about the city of Jackal and how they have good weapons. 30 years ago, monster Biblos appeared near the Wind Shrine, and then they sealed it in this library. I wonder why they had to go out of their way to seal it here. Probably so I'd have a boss fight for later. Something important is in these pages. Let me take a look. Oh, I forgot Bart's is illiterate. Half the pages are lost. I wonder if we'll ever come across them. Let's see who's upstairs. You want to burn the books that are possessed, but you don't know which ones. Just burn them all! Like the peanut butter jars in Eureka's castle. A long time ago, you had Ifrit burn the books for you. I feel like he's really overqualified for that. I feel like all you have to do is hand Ifrit a book and it would just burst into flames in his hand. A Blue Mage's Journey. Enemy skill error. Oh, level 5 Death is a very useful enemy skill that an enemy in this dungeon uses. And I told myself before I started recording that I needed to keep a character at a multiple of 5 when I got to this point in the game. And you can see I did a real good job of that. Because you can't learn the skill unless it affects you. And level 5 Death affects characters that are multiples of level 5, which I guess 16 isn't. So we got to remember to come back at level 20 to learn that good skill. Good for me. Is that the healing staff that the Chancellor like re-gifted us? How embarrassing. And then this book was possessed by monsters. Hey guy, you look like the kind of asshole we're gonna kill in this book. Fire up! Okay, there he is. That's the guy that uses level 5 Death, if you weren't an idiot. Oh yeah, I forgot you've got a whip. When a spooky monster in a book comes along, you must whip it. Big fire damage. Dead. I do love that the battlefield is just a giant book. We did it. We took care of that one for you. Tell you what, just open every book, and if something tries to kill you, then probably burn that one. I don't know how controversial that is. It seems like a good, solid technique to me. All right, we got to do some spooky bookshelf puzzles. Okay, well, you probably should have like some lamps or something down here. If it's this dark, even if there weren't monsters, how are you supposed to read a damn book? Plus, like, creepers and zombies will spawn, son. The kids know all about it. You ain't never going to get a diamond sword down here. Well, that chest either had an either in it or either it didn't. Or either it didn't. Hey, buddy. So this concept of... There it is, level 5 Death, can't learn nothing. This concept of a book that the different pages are different enemies that attack you was actually reused in Final Fantasy IX for like an optional boss that you can only fight at 2 points in the game. Both of those points in the game, you have a certain dragoon lady in your party. Just saying. Just saying. Hard to lose. Oh, what's that? You're going to use Page Storm? Well, one of my characters jumps up into the stratosphere and dodges that shit. And another one is a little black mage who can team up with a knight to set his sword on fire and do big damage. And do big damage. You're just taunting me with the fact that I can't learn level 5 Death. Dead. Okay. Well, this shitty bookshelf is teasing me, son. Just you wait. I'm gonna speak to your manager. Oh, I believe he might be inside this book. Tell you what, just for fun, let's put the frost rod on you. And should we do anything else different? Just as a joke, let's make you black mage with a frost rod. Yeah, that ought to work. I am Ifrit. Ifrit I am. Do you like burnt eggs and ham? Blaze the Cat has appeared during our battle with the iconic staple Final Fantasy enemy, Ifrit. Good thing I've got Icy Magic. Icy London, Icy Magic. I see something really tragic, which is this boss we're going to easily dispatch. Chop. I like how they're doing big 4-digit damage, and then the melee's like, and I help too. He's the tank, son. You can't spank without a tank. I don't care how many times Blaze the Cat comes in here, we're still going to beat you. There we go. Somehow we won. And then he died. A flame scroll? How convenient. If I were a ninja. What a fun time. Alright, let's put you back on the thief path. The thiefly path. Well, you can actually use level 1 black magic now. As a joke. Okay. Give you your fire rod back. And keep on trucking, I guess. Give us a fat heal. For the road. Boys, I told you. I was going to get your manager. And if your manager happens to be the Ifrit, then you seriously fucked up. I like how to navigate this library. You got to go through all kinds of secret passages and shit. Boys, no wonder nobody knows how to read in this setting. You go in the library and get killed. Oh, hey, you're the guy I wanted to see. Just the man I needed to see. You probably can't become as frogs, but I'm going to try it as a joke. Can you be confused? Oh. So he has a blue magic. He has a couple of blue magics, although we need control for one of them. He also has a rare steel, which we obviously didn't get. Tried to make it up to me by 69 in Galef, but that could only get you so far, son. Big damage we did to that man. Yeah, didn't even expect my thief to cast a fire spell, did you? Jackass. Well, that battle gives you 2 ability points, and that's a good thing. Well, look at this. I feel like we're going to fall off the ledge, son. It's the Duke's Archives. This place is an ocean and nightmare waiting to happen. That's why there's a Phoenix down in here in case anyone gets killed. Oh, I want level 5 death. Damn you. We killed the books. I'm not sure if these fights, if it's predetermined when you get in the battle which enemies are going to come out of the book, or if it's based on like how much damage you do. In Final Fantasy IX's case, oh no, a spider came out. That boss is, the page it turns to is based on how much damage you deal to it. In fact, the strategy is to have Steiner have a certain amount of HP missing and use his minus strike ability to hit the boss to the exact page you want before you have Freya jump attack them to death, of course. That's some people's strategy. My strategy is to always be jumping. Professor Crescent taught me that, and Professor Crescent herself participates in that battle, so you know it's a good strat. Just realized Lena only has enough MP to do one more good Fyra. One good Fyra deserves another. I guess we'll save it for an actual target. Oh, the taunting and teasing. The consecrated circle. Okay, let's see. For this next boss, we're going to turn you back into... Actually, have you gotten the learning ability? You have. Okay. So we can make you a black mage with learning. Give you a frost rod for the road. Let's see. Make you a summoner with learning. Give you a frost rod as well. And we can leave Galef as our Beastmaster White Mage. Let's see if the tent gives everyone the full MP or not. This next boss has a blue magic that we don't need, but we want. So as long as he uses it on anyone but Galef, we'll be alright. So, you know, we all know what's going to happen. Place your bets now. Mr. No Learn Blue Magic always misses blue magic spells. It's Mid. Everyone's favorite character. Oh look, it's that monster they mentioned earlier. How will we ever defeat you? So he's weak to ice, unlike... No, I got that wrong. He's weak to, fire. I'm an idiot. Who knew? Who could have possibly known? If I'd have just thought about the fact that, Ifrit was his boss. In fact, if we summon Ifrit, he might have something to say. Not yet. That's not the ability I want you to use, asshole. I don't want to kill him before he uses the blue magic. There it is. Ooh! So Magic Hammer is a spell that halves MP of the target. It's a good thing. The version in Final Fantasy VII is much better because you drain the MP. I want to beat him with Ifrit so that we get a unique dialogue. There we go. Ifrit Senpai has noticed you, and it's a bad thing. The Master Seal. We're blowing wide up. Is that anything to do with the crazy people being possessed and destroying the crystals and laughing maniacally? Probably not. Just two unrelated incidents. And we got some iron. Ironically. Alright, let's change everybody back before we step forward. And there we go. A respectable party. Wait, just in case we get into a fight walking up to mid. We're gonna heal up. Oh, I can't believe it happened. Eighth. That's not a bad steal this early in the game. Man, bring the dancing tribal mask guy back. Page 256, I think he was known as in some parts. There he is. The man of the hour. Come on, rare steel. Okay, here's how we're gonna do emulator shenanigans. Every time my steel doesn't get me the rare item, I can rewind, wait for the RNG to change over time, try again, didn't get it. Try again, didn't get it. Oh no, never mind. He used Moon Flute, which is the blue magic I wanted, but it berserks the whole party. He did it just to spite me from cheesing the rare steel. Getting the rare steals on the actual console, because my first playthrough of this in preparation for this playthrough was my personal pan playthrough on my actual console using my flash card, because I always wanted to play through Final Fantasy V on my actual Super Nintendo, on my CRT, and it was much more tedious. Just wait till we get the return spell. You'll learn about true tedium. All right, we got Moon Flute. He actually uses it on us, but when we use it, it only hits our own party, but it berserks the whole party. So if you've got melee, you'll do big damage. You just lose control of the party. It's like having a team of berserkers. Imagine that. You heard some rustling behind you. You made me having an epic boss fight. You made me humbling some book monsters. They even had to turn and break the fourth wall to stare directly at us. I see why they named you mid. A shortcut, how convenient. I guess he was able to get down here without being killed by the monsters because he knows secret passages. That poor guy got knocked off the ladder. Once again, an ocean nightmare. Yeah, thank goodness Mid is back. What could we ever done without him? Apparently he found an interesting book. Perhaps scary stories to tell in the dark. He's like, the stories are boring, but look at these illustrations. And Bart's just faints at the sight of it, son. Oh, you could fix the fire-powered ship without having to destroy the fire crystal. It's too bad you couldn't have known that before the fire crystal was destroyed. Yeah, your granddad's real good and all, but he's in a bit of a funk right now. If only he had a plucky grandson to come slap some sense back into him. Sid Oji-san needs your help. All right. Let's heal up. And then we get to cross the overworld map yet again. It's a fun thing. Okay. So the whole point of that trip to the library was just to get Mid so that he could go get Sid out of his funk. So that's fun, I guess. It's like getting the crown out of the marsh cave in its own way. So I remember Final Fantasy used to be pretty much the same thing. It's just gotten a bit fancier over time. When you really think about it. Oh yeah, I could just hit you with the aqua breath. That rich lore. According to Strago. Another paralyzer. So Zoo has a rare steel. Let's see if we can get it. It's not as impressive as a new piece of gear, but it's a good thing to have. You just gotta wait for the music to progress a little bit further, and then you'll know that the RNG table has shifted slightly. I guess it increments every frame? Is how it works? Okay. Y'all don't want to sit here and watch me do a task all day. That's basically how tasks work. Frame advance and all that. Well, Lena can cast blue magic whenever she wants now, and it's a good thing. Alright, cool, then let's make you a white mage so we can get your white magic up to level 3. We'll give you blue magic as a sub-ability. That means we can put black magic back on you so you can do somewhat decent damage, I would hope. Alright, alright. We're doing such a good job of properly and professionally leveling our characters up. I tell you what. Give them the old aqua breath. It's a fairly expensive spell. I think it costs like 34 MP. Well, we're level 17. We're only 3 away from our beloved level 5 death. Oh, I should have took one step up. Beasts were declared. I use this 38. I hope no bitchin' chimeras attack me in the desert, even though I don't have a dune buggy. Oh no, bitchin' chimeras were declared. Aqua breath were declared. Couldn't steal nothing. Alright, back curas, please. Yeah, it was real critical. So critical that it missed. Let's see how much damage Aqua Breath does to him with Bart's 69 MP. Not bad. Dead. That fat 3 ability points, son. Keeping me going. The only thing keeping me going. Just still in the most potions. You can't Aqua Breath, silly. Silly Lena. And now we're getting tentacle. Oh no, the tentacles made me old. The tentacles made me old. I guess we could do melee. That's a neat trick. Zoo bird. Still can't steal nothing from a zoo bird. You know how it is. You know how it is. We could goblin punch, even though we have the healing staff equipped. Oh, the healing staff doesn't really have attack power. Well, a healing staff don't really have attack power, but it does cure level restoration. That's what Bobby Boucher's mom would say. Let's try for the rash steal yet again. Come at me, bruh. Steal? Nope. Steal? Nope. What a good system. Yep. Trust me, we're going to be doing this a lot more later in the game when the steals matter. If you can believe it. Okay, yeah, we might as well give up. Have some healing melee. You earned it. right, we've almost made it to town. Damn it. That's not what I wanted to do, and I'm so angry. I'm so angry. I'm so angry that everyone's getting berserk. Oh, I just realized that won't... Lena can only heal now. Let's see how that works out. Yep. You do almost twice as much damage. Here we go. Fat heals. You all have to out deeps Lena's heals. We've turned this into a war of attrition by our own actions. Hopefully it makes for good content. They can out deeps her eventually. It'll just take a while. It'll just take a while. Oh, I didn't think it would go that fast. I was going to speed things up. I mean, I did speed things up, but I didn't realize it was going to ruin the kayfabe of the playthrough. All right, Sid, you done being a depressed sack of shit yet? He needs his other grandson, Riz, to show up. I don't know why I'm walking. As a joke. How did we beat him here? Son, just go in there and start slapping the shit out of him. Son, he knows about getting rickrolled and never giving up. He knows about Robo's theme from Chrono Trigger. He motivated him, son. He's like, look, I haven't even blown up the Earth Crystal yet. I'm sure I could do that in record time. Yeah, there you go. You found a book that tells you how to make steam, probably. It's kind of like the Final Fantasy IX, how the airships run on the mist of the Mist Continent. And then the Sid of that game is like, what if we made the airships not run on mist? And everyone just gave him the shocked Pikachu look. And then he got turned into a frog. Which is technically an improvement because he had been turned into an oglop, I think they're called. They're like some kind of bugs that ladies hate. All right, now that Sid's got his groove back, we can get back to getting shit done for fun and profit. But first, let's go to bed. Oh boy. Oh my, how's our inventory these days? We've been stealing potions, but I guess we could buy a handful for the road. Can't have too many antidotes. Or eye drops. Oh, we got some maiden's kisses and such. Mallet Cure removes many. I don't know how often you get afflicted with that status. We'll just buy 3 just so we can say we did. Always save before entering a location, son. That's a JRPG staple. Damn, you could have said that before you threw a panel up, knocked us over. He's all fired up. Yeah, I'd say he's rude. There's a limit to how much piss and vinegar somebody needs to have. Just saying. I guess we're just gonna sit in here. Oh, are you almost having total recall? You're having partial recall. Something about a grandchild berating their grandparent has given him partial recall. It's that little toe-headed young'un we saw when the siren was still in our souls. What strange foreshadowing. Boys, you think this is episode of Naruto, all these flashbacks. Apparently Galef can identify with having your grandkid, once again, berate you and just slapping the shit out of you. He's like, it takes me back to my forgotten memories. Kryl? Creel? Kryl? I've never heard that name said out loud. I'm just going to say Kryl. It's like how King Cold refers to our planet as Earth when he comes back there with Lord Frieza after he'd been made into a cyborg, of course. Not from this world. You're an alien. You warped here through the meteorite. I thought the meteorite hit you in the head. Oh. Evil. The cat? X-Death? Are you sure you're remembering that right? That sounds like a dumb name for an ancient evil to have. Look, it's Galef's cool friends. You'll use the 4 crystals to seal X-Death. What could possibly go wrong? Now those mysterious woods with 4 rocks in them look awfully familiar. With that Mode 7 spinning. 30 years ago. He's like, too much plot exposition. I'm going back into a coma. Was that a Mr. Mackey reference? Okay. Destroying the 4 crystals and releasing X-Death is bad. Okay. Okay. Well, you two just sleeping on the job, son. And here I thought you were going to retrofit this entire ship by yourself. Sid from Final Fantasy IV would have ran up here, jumped in the air and twirled one time, and it had made 2 wrench clacking noises, and it'd already be done. We'd be flying to the moon right now. Bam, zoom, right to the moon. Slept like a top. Now that's got to be an Inception reference. Uh-huh. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, unless you're being insulting. A boat that'll sail without wind. Who ever thought such technology was possible? You're going back to the library. Don't you want to ride on this boat? They're like, no, we need the exercise. We ordered too many Domino's pizzas pulling that old nighter, son. Our cholesterol's through the roof. Mid had Parmesan bites, and he's like, well, Grandpa, you're the one that got the lava cakes. And just like that, we got a cool boat. Hot damn. The seas. We didn't have to beat up a bunch of pirates. Or beat up a bunch of pirates. From the first 2 Final Fantasies, remember? Remember? Okay, we have to cross the Aqua World map. That somehow made sense. Let's see. Let's see. How are we going to go about this? Well, we want Ferris to go ahead and get to the next level of Thief, so there's not really going to change anything up. I'm sure if any sea monsters attack us, we'll be just fine. So we can actually explore a bit more of the world now if we really wanted to. And we do. Oh boy. Oh boy. Never has crossing the overworld map been quite this fun. Well, until monsters tried to kill us. Hey, guys. What do water monsters think of the aqua breath? Remember I told you it's non-elemental. Even though there's water-type damage in this game. Maybe we'll get some sort of big sea serpent we could summon later. Or, you know, some ninja scrolls. You're like, oh, hell yeah, you're going to rent Ninja Scroll. Don't tell my mom. Okay. Yes, sir. Should we go to the library? No, we've done enough exposition for now. Let's go around and do fun stuff. I bet none of you have anything worth stealing, but it's not going to stop me from trying. See? All the free potions you could ever want. Dead. Oh, well, you cried real hardy, aren't you? Well, then, tell you what. Let's put our whip back on. We'll whip our hair back and forth. Uh-huh, another paralyzer as you die. Steal. Those guys tend to drop thunder scrolls, which is good for a ninja. The bad thing about having the steal command on any other job is they can't wear the thief's gloves, which means the already abysmal steal rate goes even lower. Okay, we need to get you up to blue magics. Blue magics. So let's keep on keeping on. Give you a thunder rod. Yeah. Gonna explore some optional areas. Oh boy, it's gonna be the best. Where the hell am I? Okay, there we go. This little town isolated way down here in these mountains so that we have to park way up here and walk is a place people won't shut the hell up about, so I guess we ought to go visit. Guess we'll save our game just in case we get the dog shit beat out of us. Don't worry, we'll explore that mysterious cave here in a minute. I was about to say not one battle. I was offended. Hey, bombs! Those are awfully wise. Son, Peppy Hair knows about bombs in Final Fantasy. Dead. Paralyzer. What happens if you get hit with a fire spell? Oh, you die. If I'd have cast Thunder, then Storm from the X-Men movies might have had something to say about what happens. Gotta save before we go into town in case we make any bad deals. Well, here's the town of Jackal, where everyone's a huge jackal. Does sound like a big deal. Everybody loves to talk this place up. Apparently you have good stuff. You stole out of the caves. He's off adventuring. Well, he's not a warrior of light, so I don't know what he hopes to accomplish. Crescent Island. That sounds like the kind of place I want to be. You name a place Crescent, son. Is it Curacento Island? I happen to be intimately familiar with that location. No one's allowed in the ancient ruins. Well, we're the warriors of light. So I don't know if you know about this. We get to go wherever the hell we want. The magic shop. Oh, well, I already know all this magic. Kind of thought this place up. Well, they did say the weapons and armor were good. They didn't mention the magic. Way east of here. Curacento. Oh boy, ogre killers and coral swords and mage mashers. Trident. That's a spear that does lightning damage. That's what we could steal from the bitching chimera in the desert, and so far haven't been able to. Also katanas and bows, but we don't really have any katanamen or bowmans. I will get one of these cool coral swords though. Ooh. Ogre Killer can only be equipped by the Freelancer or the Berserker class, so I'm not going to bother with it. And we got a load of Mage Mashers that we stole when we were escaping the exploding castle. Get more Green Berets. You got to have at least 4 Green Berets, son. So these ninja suits are what I was trying to steal. That was the rare steal from the Ricard mages. when we were escaping the castle, and I was hoping to get at least one. No, that's a lie. They're Gaia gear. The ninja suit is what I was trying to steal from the page 256 enemy. They look like a big tribal mask with legs. So I guess we'll have to buy them at the store. And there we go. You know it's a trip to Jackal when you leave flat broke. All right, you're going to get a coral sword. And I was going to say, I don't think he can wear the green beret, but you can wear the sage armor. And you can wear a green beret and a ninja gear. And you can wear a ninja gear. Ninja gear. Ugh. Colonel. This armor's boosting my agility. Ugh. It's Tory Falls. If it's not named Crescent, I'm not interested. If it's not named after a cute rat lady, I'm not interested. Damn, this guy is being tsundere towards adventurers. Traps left by the ancients. Well, I'm gonna go in there and teach them a thing or two. Oh, this just leads to the item store. Or like the item snore, because it'll put you in a coma. Wait patiently in a row with skull switches. I'll keep that in mind. If you climb a wall inside a cave, it takes you outside. Well, how about that? What say you, buddy? Oh, he's trying to tell me not to check treasure chests in that cave up north. But that's just because he knows there's good shit in there. Hey, dancing lady. So much effort put into a dance, and yet it's impossible to care about, son. What part of cute dancing rat ladies do you crowd not understand? Sakaguchi's like, my God, give it some time, man. You're 4 Final Fantasies too early. Let's tickle some more ivories. Son, we're going to have max piano skills by the end of the game. It's actually not a joke. Just remember the 5th of November. You're like, oh, when they tried to blow up the Old Bailey, or Parliament, or Big Ben. No, it's when I played the piano real good. You see, you crowd aren't remembering. 30 gil. Highway robbery in this place. And we've got one extra bed. It's like that one extra chair at the table in Community by Jeff Winger that's sometimes filled with a guest character. Or sometimes Professor Chang. Ben Chang, I think is his full name. You Ben Chang? How did you tell? Weird sounds coming from the ground on Crescent Island. Freaky. Son, I always get freaky when the Crescent is involved. I gotta leave this place, son. It's too self-indulgent. Okay, well, we went to a jackhole and spent all of our monies. So let's go continue being plucky and adventurous. And it'll continue being a good thing. Oh, a back attack. How quaint. Slapping old Galef around just because he's dressed up like a sheep. You crowd are the biggest sheep of all. Guess what? You catch that aqua print. Dead. Gotta earn some of that money back. That money back guarantee. Okay, how's everybody's levels? Not too terrible. The problem is we need a geomancer for this game. I shit-talked geomancers pretty bad earlier, but they're not a bad thing to have in here. But we need to get Galef. I would turn him into one, but we want that Beastmaster ability. It's tough. It's tough. I guess we'll just change Bart's for now. Get your Dingle Bob hat on, son. Oh boy. Yeah, we could equip this diamond bell, or we could equip a good weapon. Like one that boosts our magic power. The Gaia command is based on your magic power, so you want that to be higher. Eddie Van Halen will sing about making your magic power higher and higher. And then later on, when we unlock a certain other job class, he'll talk about jumping. Alright, so this place is full of switches and traps, and it's also full of these little squirrels. These dangerous little squirrels. Nutkin, they call them. Dead. You're like, wow, that was real dangerous. Well, the good thing is, for such an easy battle, you get 2 ability points. The bad thing is, there's an advanced version of the Nutkin that you might run into. Now, here's a whole thing full of switches. I believe we were told to be patient and wait, and the truth would be revealed. The truth! Make sure there's no chest down here. Okay, empty boxes. So apparently this cave has been looted by adventurers. The Skull Eater! He ran away. It's a good thing. I didn't even get to explain him, but he gives you 5 ability points, so he really is a good thing. I'm not even joking. The Skull Eater has really high defense and magic defense. Think of him like the Metal Slime from Dragon Quest. And he does a shitload of damage when he attacks. And most of your attacks will either miss or do 0 damage. But the Geomancer's Gaia ability, if he does Stalactite, generally ignores damage, and he always hits. So that's why you want a Geomancer in here. There, I explained it. Even though we didn't get to actually see the fight. Master Chief didn't get to finish that fight. Dead. So this is a real good place early in the game to level up some jobs. Because as long as you can kill the Skull Eaters quick enough, you don't really have to worry. And sometimes they just run away. Sometimes you just get free ability points. Boom! He learned some self-control. Okay, good. We can turn you into the Geomancer now. H-Masher. Which means we could turn you back into the knight until you get two-handed. There's really no reason to have him in the front row. He's not going to melee in here. And the Skull Eater will just one-shot him. Tent. Yeah, it's big damage. I told you. I warned you about big damage, bro. Luckily, we can raise you with some white magic. And then you can hit him with stalactite. You know they're stalactites because they hold on real tight to the ceiling, as opposed to stalagmites, which you might trip over because they're on the ground. Well, we get Gil and experience if we manage to actually fight him. Two-handed grit, baby. Knights do it two-handed and from behind. And Lena got white magic to level 3. Oh boy. Okay, so we want to keep leveling you probably as a summoner. Is there any other things we need right now? Eventually we're going to max out Red Mage on at least Lena and Galef. Maybe not right this second. Honestly, we should start leveling up their melee jobs a little bit, just in case they need to melee. It's been known to happen. It's been known to happen. Let's see, we need you to get about 60 to get barehanded. Yeah, why not? She can do a spinning bird kick. Alright, alright, alright. And you, my friend... What do we need to be leveling on you? Well, we do want to make him a ninja at some point. Do we want to level any of the magic jobs? He's already got Summoner up. Just couple ticks of Summoner. I want to level his Thief up at some point, too. I say. Just make him a ninja. He'll look cool. Ninja Blue Mage is a really good combo. So we can give him the main Gauche, and the Mage Masher. So he boosts his magic and sometimes dodges attacks. Need I remind you that these are both good things. Oh god, I need some water. Properly leveling up your character classes take a lot out of you. Preemptive Strike. See if just an arrow will kill him. Dead. Shuriken. You ask, can I throw a bladed weapon at my enemy? And I tell you, sure I can. Technically a reference to my Final Fantasy III playthrough. Ignis Fatuus. It confused him so that he'll kill himself. So, inadvertently, that worked too. Big damage. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Gaia, the Fierce Knight. Oh no, he didn't get confused. Oh, at least he ran away. It's a good thing. Smoke. So that's basically like the flee command. It's like he throws a smoke bomb and then you run away. Like a hero. Like all good shinobi heroes do. And in this box, we'll never know. We'll never know what good things awaited us in that box. Blitz Whip. So, these treasures in here, by the way, if we'd have let Lone Wolf out of Castle Waltz's dungeon way back when, would already be gone because he took them. So, yeah, that's just one of the many reasons why you leave him to rot. And here's the wall, where we can see it all. Neat. I guess we could save. Huh, I wonder if this will come back into play later. Surely not. Surely not. Focus is all crocus. Just what we wanted to see. Woohoo! Just what we needed. There we go. Stalactite. They only have like a couple of HP, maybe even one. It's just so hard to damage them. There we go. Now that he has Gaia as a command, he doesn't have to stay a Geomancer. We can make him a useful job. And he can just Gaia things up. Yeah, just give him a Thunder Staff. And call it a day. I told you, son, if you love going into your inventory and your menu and min-maxing characters and such, Final Fantasy V is the classic Final Fantasy for you. Okay, how's everybody doing? I'm gonna hang out in here at least until Ferris learns blue magic. Then all 4 characters should have access to blue magic. It's a very versatile skill set because it has like buffs and debuffs and damage. It's just, you know, you have to go out of your way to learn them. As I've been doing such a good job of. Such a good job. How much of our money have we recovered? We got enough to eat out of the nice restaurant. Where you crowd hiding the skull eaters? Of course, I don't mind. The battles go so damn quick. Especially with a ninja boy and his high agility. Blue dabba dee dabba da. The Earth Cave Vampire getting more and more height, son. More and more height, if you can believe it. We want to get you up to two-handed eventually. So I like that the knight can wear the ninja gear to boost their agility. And it actually has the same defense as the mithril armor. So there's only bonuses. I will give you the mithril glove because I feel bad for buying one earlier when I didn't need to. I got buyer's remorse. Oh, we might as well get Galef. His blue magic. If only we had a cute snow leopard lady here to teach us her blue magic. The magic of being adorable. You'd have to have watched my Dragon's Dogma 2 playthrough to get that one. You're like, Tenfey did Dragon's Dogma 2? What? What? When was this? Are you making that up? Preemptive strike. Of course, Galef goes last. Ignis Fatuus. Sounds like an insult you'd call somebody at Hogwarts. His defense is so high, if he melees himself, it doesn't necessarily work. He has to use the incisor ability. Yeah, like that. Thanks for the demonstration there, sweet cheeks. Thanks for wasting every... See? This is why it's probably better just to get in the regular Nutkin battle. Yes, please keep attacking Galef over and over and over again. Just coincidentally, Miyazaki, just coincidentally. The one character that can do anything just happens to be the one that's targeted. Not that I'm mad. Never that I'm mad. Okay, at least I was able to res Galef before he ran away. Before I had a complete embolism. It's another classic part of old JRPGs is having the enemies just so happen to always target the perfect party member to fuck you over. I mean, there's only a 25% chance of it happening, but that's almost a fourth. That's almost 2/8. Image. Imagine being at computers. So Image lets you set the blank status on yourself and dodge either 1 or 2 physical attacks. I can't remember. It's basically how ninja tanks worked in Final Fantasy XI, because they got 2 abilities, Utsusemi Ichi and Utsusemi Ni. I believe Ichi and Ni are 1 and 2. And Utsusemi is the name of the shell that a cicada leaves behind. And so ninjas in Final Fantasy XI would get the enemy to aggro them, and they keep spamming those abilities to not take any damage, so you didn't have to heal them. But it was very expensive, Douglas. Only Mr. Dink could level Ninja and Ranger in Final Fantasy XI. It was hard to make money in Final Fantasy. I talked about Final Fantasy XI lately. God, that was an experience, man. I had to change somebody. Playing Final Fantasy XI back at launch, or at least North American launch, back when the Baka Gaijin ruined it, as the Japanese players probably remember it as. I still think it was a mistake that they didn't make new servers for when the North American release of that game came out. Instead, just had all the Gaijin flood into the world that the Japanese players had spent like a year establishing. All right, now that Lena has barehanded, if we ever want to have her melee as any of the other jobs, she can do it much more betterer. As always, it's a good thing. Well, I guess we can keep leveling your summoner. Summoner White Mage, son. That's a classic Final Fantasy combination. You got a couple of them in 9, and then you got Yuna in 10. Yes, sir. Remember the other Final Fantasies? Also, she's 420 blasted HP. All right, we only need to fight either 2 more regular battles or 1 Skull Eater. That'll get Galef his blue magic, and then we'll move on. Dead. What do you want to bet this last fight is with a Skull Eater? Yep. That's Skull Eater. I've seen that before. Let's try to fight the damn thing. Here, Aqua Breath. Zero. Oh my god! What the hell happened? Ifrit, save us! Oh no. Maybe nothing bad will happen. Okay, maybe they'll all run away. It's all we can hope for now. It's all we can hope for. I don't think any of my abilities are going to do anything. Here, get flashed. Guard. Ignis Fatus. Maybe the protect spell will stop you from dying. Can you crowd beat Deathclaw? Probably not. Oh, missed me with that shit. Well, the protect spell saved her temporarily. Okay, good. Look at that. We've turned this battle around. We've turned that frown upside down. You need to keep on guarding. Oh, look at that. The one character that could do something happened to be targeted. Do-ka-do. I'm Sakaguchi's ghost. I have to spread misery in the future. God damn. Shit pisses me off. Okay. Where are my high potions? Okay, at least... Oh no, he woke himself up to justice. Okay, I was about to say, please let me use the Gaia command. Oh my god, we managed to turn this last battle of our leveling session into this epic struggle, son. Somehow managed to make this shit entertaining. Oh no, we attacked Galef! What are the odds? What are the odds? What are the odds? What are the odds? You're like, about 1 in 4, Uncle Tenfey. Yeah, well, you're about 1 in snore. Because I'm bored with your stupid statistics. And he ran away just so Galef couldn't get... The whole point of that entire ordeal was just so Galef wouldn't get any ability points. That's the whole reason it happened. So now we have to fight 1 more battle. 69, dude. 69. Never thought 69 could represent something bad. But Sakaguchi managed to make it happen. My god. Oh, Jesus. I can't believe they split into like 6 if you happen to use Aqua Breath or something thereabouts. Something Aqua Breath adjacent. My god. Oh, look at that. Galef Game John level. What are the odds? Get me the hell out of here. The Bad Times Cave will remember that as. Okay, I think everyone's up to level... Yeah, everyone's level 3 Blue Mage. Blue Mage group has been formed. Or are we going to keep leveling you guys? We do need to get some time magic on you, crowd. So this would be as good a time as any. Okay, you've got your Flame Rod. You've got your Coral Sword of the Lord. We'll put you both back in the front row. Sleep in a tent. Once again, we need to sort the stand inventory. Still more sorting. Okay. We're getting there. I haven't found any water scrolls yet. So... keep an eye out for them. Other than that, we should be good. I can't believe we survived that battle. Due to ninjutsu and such. Oh, hey. You guys look real fucking fun. Have some aqua plant. Dead. Alright. There's actually a very interesting monster we can fight on an island where nobody goes. Hey, let's throw a Thunder Scroll for fun. There's the cape. Shisha. Big damage, baby. Once we get to the point where we can buy those things is when Ninja becomes even more busted. God, we're so close to level 20. So close to level 20. All right, there's a, if you look on here, there's like an archipelago of islands. And you'll notice that one on the bottom right is very crescent shaped. That might be the town of Crescent. If your island shaped like a waning moon and you're named after a cute rat lady, you might be Crescent Island. Like, I don't know if it's named after the rat lady. Yeah, well, you can get the hell off my YouTube channel. How about that? We stand Kuristento here on the Tenfey channel. All right, this island right here. All right, we need the patrol ability. Doesn't really matter. Already has equipped this fight. And somebody needs learning. Maybe you. Okay. Surely nothing bad will happen. Look at this cool robot. So if you try to actually fight this cool robot, it's not going to go too good. But luckily, well, eventually, if you use it enough times, you can gain control of it. Blaster. That just paralyzes you or kills you. Monster is under your control. So what can we make the prototype do? Look at all these fun enemy skills, including Missile. Missile is a gravity-based attack that does 75% of your current HP. It's a good thing. And then along with that comes the self-destruct. He can only use that on himself. Okay, fine with me. Sounds just like the Freer in anime. We proved we have more mana, so we told the prototype to kill himself. Or excuse me, YouTube, unalive himself. That's the thing that's going to get this video flagged. We learned Missile and had a fun time. And he dropped a Dark Matter, which is a recurring Final Fantasy item. Remember, Edge could steal one of those from Zamasu or whatever at the end of 4, although in the original game it didn't do anything. It was just for fun and giggles. But in this game, it has a useful purpose. So yeah, if you want to grind levels another way, you can sit down here and keep making these prototypes blow themselves up, and you get 4 ability points, a Dark Matter, and some experience points too. Or so I've been told. Mustard Bomb! Sounds spicy. I like how this Hail robot has an ability called Mustard Bomb. There's something amusing about that. You love how control just works. It just works. It's like building a settlement in Fallout 4. It just works. Missile. Yeah, we already know that. Damn it! Gayla, how hard is it to control a robot? Well, he got slapped for his troubles. Maybe that's the difference he needed. Oh wait, we already learned self-destruct. I forgot. We learned it from the enemy on the fire-powered ship. Fun fact, self-destruct was the ninja's 2-hour ability in Final Fantasy XI. I believe it was called like Mission Gakure or something like that. Most people called it the ghetto warp because it was a way to warp back to your home point because the death didn't count towards you losing experience points. 500 experience points were actually gained. Time, level 1. All right, what would it take to get somebody to level 20 these days? We would have to, if we had it where Galef was the only living party member and he managed to control the prototypes enough that he could win a few fights, we could probably get into level 20, but might not be that big a deal. We'll get there naturally over time. Let's blow up one more and then we'll go talk to Sid and Mid. They'll be like, where the hell have y'all been? And we're like, well, we went and visited a town nobody would shut up about. And then we went in a cave and a bunch of terrible nightmare squirrels almost ended us. Sakaguchi's ghost was involved. And then we went on a remote island and killed robots. I wonder what the lore reason is that this island is infested with these prototype robots. Because it's the only place they appear. At least in this world. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more. Okay. Fun and laughs, but the plot is demanding advancement. The plot's like, look, I've worked at this company for 20 years and you ain't advanced me yet. And I'm sick of it. Sick of it. Let's pitch a tent on this island and hope no robots come kill us in our sleep. Because that would be a bad thing. The answer lies in the heart of battle. Silly me, I forgot about the peninsula. You're like, of power? No. Not of power. Wow. One of you is real ornery, huh? Alright, now if you might remember, there was a certain little dragon fellow who had an enemy skill that I wanted to have. And now we will. Ferris still has learning, doesn't she? Yep, she's always learning. Old Captain Ferris never stopped learning. Okay, here's how this is going to go. You're going to kill that. Chop. Chop. You're going to fight that. You're going to control the Mithril Dragon. I said you're going to control the Mithril Dragon. Eventually you can get a piece of headgear that makes control work better, but it'll be a while. It'll be a while. Damn it. If you can control a robot, you should be able to control a damn dragon. And he's a little dragon, too. Looks like he's just realized with his long-ass neck he might be able to suck his own dick. From the way his character sprite is laid out. Sakaguchi's like, how dare you? How dare you? There we go. What is this mystery skill, you ask? Transfusion. Basically, the caster sacrifices himself to restore a target's HP and MP. If one of our characters uses it, it removes them from the battle. Sabin gets a blitz that does that in Final Fantasy VI that he loves to use when you put him in the Colosseum. You're like, why does he? Can't you tell him what to do? Oh, you poor child. You don't know nothing about the Dragon's Head Colosseum. Okay, that's fun. That's fun. Let's go back inside the library. The library bunch are awaiting us. Now, before I talk to y'all, there's another enemy skill I wanted to learn. Now that we have the control command, we can get it. We just have to run into a certain enemy. Page 256, I believe he's known as. You all might know him as the Mask Man. You might know him as the skateboarder from TNC Surf Design that isn't Joe Cool, or Elvis Leroy as I prefer to call him. Chop! Chop! Oh, there you are. Control. Oh, of course it didn't land. Please don't moon flute us before I can control you. That would be really annoying. Sakaguchi's ghost licking his lips at the thought of it. There we go. Off guard, as opposed to on guard. What does off guard do, you ask? It halves your defense and your magic defense, I want to say. And then we summoned Ifrit. Dead. Wow, he didn't even sink back into the book. We just straight up killed him. Fun, fun, fun. Yeah, we're learning blue magic left and right, boys, left and right. So once you've filled this entire page up, you've gotten every blue magic. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times 3. That's not even as many cakes as Lex Luthor stole. The glottal air consumes me. Okay, nothing left to learn at the moment, so we can put you back to the way you was. The way you was. So if we give her barehanded, her strength will go even higher for meleeing, but it's more convenient for her to have blue magic. It'd be blue tragic if she didn't have blue magic, son. The Earthcave Vampire agrees. He's like, I liked that rhymed. When are you getting back to the game with the cute snow leopard lady? You know he has a Dakimakura of Blue the Snow Leopard Lady. I can't remember how to make this shelf go back, and I'm mad. I'm mad. Where do I need to press? Right here? Right here? Here? Oh, right there, of course. Of course, it was so obvious. Oh, that one you just press where you want to go. Fun. Let's heal up, and then we'll learn some more rich lore and narrative. What have you crowd figured out? Not a darn thing. Mid's one of those people that thinks repeating the last thing you just said in a dumb voice is clever, aka somebody who needs to be slapped. A crescent-shaped island. I've heard of those. If I sail all the way to that crescent-shaped island and there's not one cute rat lady there, it's going to be hell to pay. I don't need any human floozies throwing themselves at me, son. All right. Well, to build anticipation, I suppose we should end the episode. And the next episode can start on Kurasento Island, son. It's an island where everybody goes, son. Mike, Lou, and Og know nothing about it. This is a 2 Aqua Breath battle, son. You got her hardy. And now you're dead.